GM fan, we are here live with Value Vibes with Zircon and myself, Phil X Contreras, talking about everything Solana, upcoming mints, NFT drama, marketplace drama, if we are moving to Cardano or other blockchains out there, and much more. Zircon, what's up? How's it going, man?
What's good, Phil? Everything good? Just a little bit. This week was drama week in Solana, I think.
Yes, it was.
Most, mostly on marketplace issues. Mints doing really, really terrible. 0% royalties, dropping all the NFT prices. So not much of my favorite, but there was some content to be made.
Yeah, speaking about drama, man, what's been going on? Because it just seems like that's all that's been last week. It's just two platforms talking crap about each other. I mean, what do you think?
Today we're on chapter, I don't know, like 6 on the sitcom between Magic Eden and Hyperspace. Today is Magic Eden locking people's wallets so they cannot like buy or sell stuff on Magic Eden after trading on Hyperspace. Uh, I don't know. Magic Eden already said it was a technical issue. They are not blocking anything. Um Hyperspace giving a punch again with addressing Magic Eden, trying to no Coral Cube saying Hyperspace. I don't know, some marketplace. I don't remember which one. I saw it earlier today on Twitter, addressing that other marketplace was botting the actual thing, so people couldn't trade easily on the marketplace. I think it was Coral Cube addressing Hyperspace doing that. Oh yeah, there you go. That's the thing on Magic Eden and Hyperspace. But I don't know, Phil. I'm not really into drama. I think we're gonna see more of this stuff with these 0% royalties, and Mints don't do it that well on the table. Like Magic Eden addressing things on Hyperspace, Hyperspace addressing Magic Eden wants to take it everything, and so on for the next like couple of days until everything is stabilized once more.
Yeah, I same here. I know what you're saying. There. I guess the drama was basically that. It says Coral from Coral Cube. It says Hyperspeed has been aggressively botting us for
There
a
we
while.
go.
This has created a lot of issues for us. We've tried anti-botting systems to keep our operations intact. Some users saw issues transacting on Coral Cube because they were detected as bots. We're fixing this issue now. So a lot of back and forth. I honestly don't know who's right, who's wrong. I'm just I don't think Magic Eden would honestly do that. But again, uh, the evidence. What's the evidence? I just don't know. So
Yeah.
we'll just go on from there, see what happens, and on to the next topic. All right, Toys R Us. What's going on with Toys R Us? Have you heard with anybody's on how what's happening here?
Actually, we have a really interesting conversation with the team the other day. This past like 5 6 days, since there was not much to do, we were hanging more with the team on the voice chat on the DAO, and like talking about these new things that are coming up. And we saw this Toys R Us. That's a company I never heard of, because here in Argentina, at least, it's not that common. But apparently on the States, Mexico, and some other parts of the world, it's like a really big deal. And apparently they're willing to release an NFT collection. And there's some issues. I saw some influencers past week talking about they have that they don't have the money like to do it, because they declared a bankruptcy. But I haven't heard about Toys R Us. I really like that big companies start like transitioning to NFTs, and particularly to the Solana space. And I think it's great that even with all these bad things happening, that these kind of companies uh, decide to pick Solana instead of, I don't know, Ethereum or any other blockchain to release their NFT collection.
Yeah, so I am very familiar with Toys R Us. I Toys R Us is basic for me. It was always high class toys. We When I was a kid, my parents, we would go to the mall, and then Toys R Us. It was a building next to the mall,
Yeah.
and we never went there because it was too expensive for my parents.
Oh,
They never,
yeah.
they never wanted to take me there. We always went to a smaller store, But and every time we did go there, like maybe like once a year, it was like the greatest thing ever. It was just toys everywhere. It was like paradise, and I never got a toy. But it's something that it's I don't know what I would compare this in South America, but it's definitely it brings a lot of memories. And this
Yeah,
giraffe is
yeah,
like the mascot. But supposedly they went bankrupt in
yeah,
2016, 17, and somehow they got brought back. And what's happening right now with Toys R Us is they're not really like exclusive stores anymore, but they're basically being displayed in Macy's. So Macy's is this
oh yeah, yeah,
huge brand, and I don't know if they have them in South America, but um, they are this huge outlet of clothes, perfumes, and now they have like this toy section for Toys R Us. They made this partnership, and it's been so far successful. And they also are doing e-commerce on Macy's with their toys. So they took a
yeah.
different approach. Now they're going digital. They're going digital with the web,
Mm,
with the web, and then now with NFTs. So I think it's bullish news. I like that they picked Solana. As like we've always heard of things on Ethereum, but we
yeah,
never heard big brands on Solana. So to me, this is great. I know some people had like what you said earlier, which was a good point.
yeah,
There were people talking about it, like maybe not in a good way, but I think this is great.
yeah,
I like it. Now, as far as anybody's, to be honest, I never heard. I know I seen it once, but I never really heard of them and really researched them until when Toys R Us came out.
yeah.
So I don't know if you heard of this NFT
No, no,
before
actually no.
before Toys R Us, but I dig deep a little bit on them, and basically what they're doing is they're collaborating with big brands, and they're basically trying to put big brands into NFTs into the digital world, and they have been successful. Obviously, before this, they worked with another person named Ty Keefe,
Yeah,
and now supposedly they're going to be working with someone else. We don't know yet. They said, let's see right here. They threw like a little tweet saying like, okay, what's our next one? Supposedly it might be another big one right here. Have you guys noticed our trend? The guys #1 NFT, Take Keith #1 music producer, Toys R Us #1 toy manufacturer. Can you guess what's next? So they've they're coming out there. They're doing their thing. Great stuff.
yeah,
They minted last year in November 2021. It was like a point 0.3 Solana. So like now they're like I think what 20 Solana somewhere there.
yeah.
So uh pretty insane on what they're doing overall. But yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, this I know these ones. Now that you mention them, anybody's drop this with Ty Keith. They drop an NFT collection that it was really curious to me because they are like T-shirts. Yeah, anybody's Take It. They are actually T-shirts. The NFTs. They are like hanging T-shirts that move. And why
yeah.
I saw them launch on Magic Eden the day of the launch, it was really really stealthy. I think it reached public. Like it's not normal that a collection reaches public nowadays on Solana. It's like when it reaches public, it's more like a bearish sign, and they reached public and they did really really well on secondary. I was really surprised because I never heard of anybody's or of that collection of the Take Keith, and I was really surprised when they released the NFT collection. It was really really surprising. And now that you mentioned it, it makes sense why they did so good on secondary.
Yeah, I am gonna try to pull them out as far as how they look like, but they're pretty much just people. As
Yeah,
far
you
as like
have
their
anybody's and you have anybody's Take It.
take
See the
Keith.
second
Yeah.
one. That the second one was released last month actually, the 12th of September. The Take It t-shirts.
Point 0.9. And
That
they
one.
and they do it seems like they've they're not having a reputation of like pulling this thing off for big brands and not having any issues out there. So, and how
Hmm.
much is anybody's overall?
It's
18
18
18
soul.
soul.
Yeah, yeah.
So this actually dropped a little bit after the Toys R Us mint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you.
I wouldn't address it to Toys R Us. It's like just everything came a little bit bearish after the 0% royalties.
Yeah.
So even if they dropped a little bit on their floor price, I'm not surprised. I mean, the gods went like up to 225, I think, this week. So it's not surprising that we see every single collection dropping their floor price a little bit with I mean, they are, some collections are fighting the 0% royalties like Liberty Square and Simpler, but even with that, I mean, it's a really tough fight, and we'll have to wait a bit to till we see some results. At least on my side, I think royalties are necessary, uh but I don't know. I mean, I'm not worried that they dropped a little bit.
Yeah, so speaking about royalties, you mentioned Liberty Square. What
Yeah.
do you think of what they did with basically not really like enforcing royalties, but
Yeah.
basically uh benefiting those who actually pay the royalties? Do you think that was a smart idea
I
or
think I think maybe it wasn't like the smartest idea, because the normal traders like wants to make money. But if you know the project, you know it's not that bad of an idea, because Liberty Square's royalties were at 4%. It's not that much. I mean, it's not like they were 10% and they're asking like for a lot of money. It was just 4% royalties, and I mean, if they are addressing that royalties are necessary. Um, Maybe they will receive a punch. Well, their floor price did drop a lot after the announcement, but I think someone has to do it. I mean, if they don't do it, if they didn't do it, there was gonna be another project that will do it. I think royalties. I have like the two sides of the story. I get that people don't want to pay royalties to projects that don't develop anything. I don't know if you heard about Face Protocol. I've been making my research on that project as well, on the 0% royalties thing. They are basically trying to force projects to deliver on their roadmap. They will lock the funds of the whole NFT collection and will be releasing the actual mint funds if they deliver the roadmap on time and with the expectations that were
face
come up
protocol?
together. Yeah, Face Protocol. It's I think they didn't release yet. They already partnered with Project Omerta. I think it's their first collection,
Ah, here we go.
and basically it's enforcing that one. It's enforcing projects to deliver on the demand. So the whole concept is really cool. I mentioned it like last year when I see a lot of rocks on Binance Smart Chain, that we should have some sort of lock for projects to don't take like the whole funding right away, so they could either rogue or don't deliver anything at all. That happened a lot, and I think this kind of like enforcement to the devs is what is needed to avoid things like what happened with Kings of the Street, that they minted for three soul and they are at point 0.2, I think, zero point 0.2, just because they didn't deliver anything.
Okay,
It's Yeah.
so can you explain like how this works? I guess like in Barney style for me,
Yeah,
like
yeah, basically.
simplest way.
Yeah, basically is let's say this. Normally projects don't release the actual roadmap. They normally release like a picture of the roadmap. This company, what does is, you as a project have to put written on paper what you're gonna do with the roadmap and the funds and everything, really on detail, and they're gonna prepare a unlocking feature to your funds according to what you release on the roadmap. So, for instance, you get like 20% of the funds right away. And I don't know, if you say you are going to release a staking, for example, once you release a staking, you will get a little bit more funds. You say you are going to release like a liquidity pool token. Once you release the liquidity pool token, you are getting more funding. So you are getting the funds as you are delivering the roadmap as you promised to the community before even launching. I mean, here's where we say no, but this is centralizing projects. But I mean, with all the devs that don't work as they promise, I think there's the need of some sort of control, at least for now. until we have like really really decent developers and we stop like giving money to people that don't deserve it. That's at least on my point. I know it's centralizing a little bit, but I think if we are gonna keep 0% royalties, as it seems like it's gonna happen, we need something to battle to do the other things as well. But I don't know.
Okay, I'm starting to see what you're saying now. It kind of reminds me of Elon Musk and his Tesla company. Basically, he had to reach a certain goal with the vehicles in order to get stocks back in some way or some manner.
Yeah,
So it's kind of a similar project. It's a pretty neat idea
yeah.
for certain projects.
It's a cool concept. We'll have to see if it's actually if it actually works
Yeah.
to begin with, and even if it works, if it actually helps the project and people take it the actual the good way, and they don't take it like, no, this is centralizing things and blah blah blah. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait, see how Project Omerta does with time, and see if it's actually doable or not. Like just to use Face Protocol at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Now, on another note, what do you think of Mike Tyson's Iron Pigeons? That that one came out. I think what today
Today,
was it?
today. Yeah, yeah, today. They launched today. I'm so sorry to tell you, Phil, but how many ABCs do you have? Don't
I
know if
I
you make
have
your research.
I have 8 ABCs right now, or yeah,
Well,
8.
if you have heard on time the news on the Mike Tyson drop, you will have you could have get 8 pigeons airdrop just because you hold 8 ABCs actually.
Oh, man, you just told. Oh my gosh.
8 pigeons for free.
Oh my god. That's the problem with me, man, because I'm all over the place. I forget all this stuff that's going on.
Yeah, yeah. I
There,
didn't
there.
knew
Thanks
actually.
for the notice right here on live. Just man, I'm heartbroken right now. What?
Yeah. Oh, and another extra, maybe two. Do you still hold your Utes by any chance?
Yeah, I do.
Well, there's one extra for the god and one extra for the youth. So there was 10 pigeons for you, Phil, for free.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus.
But I didn't know. I didn't
Oh.
know. I've heard of the collection. Because I saw it on Magic Eden, like promoting. It was by Mike Tyson. I also Mike Tyson. Are we talking about the actual Mike Tyson, the boxer, the boxing star? And we were like checking on the whole thing on the voice chat, and all of a sudden Mike Tyson changed his PFP, and it was like, wow, this is really of Mike Tyson. What the hell?
Yeah. If anyone ever finds out anything with ABCs and I don't know, let me know. I'll drop off one NFT from that collection to you. That way I get some, you get some. So
No, this
there
was
you
crazy.
go.
Yeah. I was actually surprised because what I always thought, mostly on celebrities and stuff, is that they don't know what they are doing. They are always like they have someone that guides the project. They are not like actually in the project most of the time. And I thought, oh, maybe what are they gonna do? They're gonna try like a really really expensive mint with a really really high supply. And they announced it was gonna be a free mint of an 11K collection. They're 11K pigeons, and the
Yeah.
pigeons are actually part of a trading card game. That's the cool thing. So you get the cards, and you will be able to actually play a game with the cards that you get for free if you minted them.
Man. That's pretty cool. Mike Tyson actually he's been in Solana for a bit. I forgot which
Yeah.
collection he was in the past, but he was rocking something. I don't know if it was dronies or if it was I don't remember what it was. It was someone that looked like a boxer.
Yeah, I remember back on. Oh, maybe it was this one because they made a collab with another collection. Let me see if I can find it because the whole thing started like this. everyone knew it was gonna be a free mint. But what happened? They announced the free mint, but they didn't make like some first come first serve or stuff for projects. So it was gonna be like sort of a fair launch, but we discovered like 2 or 3 days before the mint that they were gonna collab with another project that was already being launched, that was of boxing. That's what that the PFP that Mike Tyson was rocking back on the day. That it was a collection that will give you like actual, and I don't know if it was an airdrop or the possibility to mint. I'm not quite sure, but they were linked to another collection, but I cannot remember the name. Let me see because I'm quite sure I can find it, because we discussed about it with the guys. But yeah, the actual collection was 11K. I could mint like I minted one on the public. It was really bought it, so it wasn't really like too easy to get one. I tried with two wallets, one for me and one for another friend, and I just got one. And another friend tried like with 3 different wallets at the same time. Here, I found them. They are called the decentralized autonomous giga units.
How you spell
That's
it?
the
Giga newtons?
decentralized autonomous giga units. It's the name of the collection. The name is, I wouldn't ever remember the name. Decentralized autonomous giga units, DAX.
Oh man, that's too much. I don't even think
Let
I
me
can
see if I
find it.
can find it as DAX. Maybe it's DAX. DAGS. Yeah,
All right.
DAGS.
Okay. Yeah, try to find it while so once you find it, we'll look at it. Now, next thing that we got to talk about is this new blockchain called Aptos. Um
Yeah,
we're I'm mostly in Solana. You do a lot of Solana, but this blockchain has been pretty much coming out and just
yeah,
ripping it for some reason on Twitter. And the only I actually got a wallet, and there was only one reason why I got a wallet. It's this thing called Bra Bears. I don't know if you heard of Bra Bears, but
yeah. I think I heard
it's
about them.
it's an NFT on Aptos that supposedly could be the CryptoPunks or
Oh, really?
the SMB of Aptos. So a lot of Solana folks are going into Bra Bears, they're trying to get whitelisted just to be a part of this, let's say, new CryptoPunks of
Yeah, yeah,
Aptos. So this is it right here, and it actually looks quite interesting. It's this bear right here. It's
yeah,
pixelated, and it definitely has this community vibe to it. They have some cool art as far as it being pixelated, and it
yeah,
does rock it. It does, for some reason, this does feel like it's the Aptos NFT. I don't know what it is,
yeah, yeah.
man. But for me, I think I'm gonna mint it. I don't know if I'm gonna flip it. I might just even
No,
hold it if I can
yeah,
get it for a little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
just to see how it does.
It's
But
just one of those things that maybe if you hold it, you can actually make like a lot of profit instead of
yeah,
just flipping it.
if it becomes the NFT of Aptos.
Yeah,
That's like the main question. Will it become the CryptoPunks and the SMB? I think so. I'm gonna put a bet on that. See if I'm
yeah.
wrong or not with this live show. but but yeah, what do you
Yeah,
think? Does it look good or does it look
I
horrible?
really like them. To be honest, I know about Aptos. This is really sad to tell, because I'm gonna tell you a story after I say this. I heard of Aptos like 2 months ago. One of my Twitch viewers told me, "Yo, Zircon, you should check this blockchain Aptos. It's gonna be launched like really soon. No one knows when. Um, you check it in. You can like put a node and get tokens airdrop the day of the launch." And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna check it because I was so into Solana back in the day that I like completely fade on it. And apparently the token was launched like yesterday. We try we make an effort to buy with the guys of the team. It was impossible. It was completely botted. It was listed on like 7 exchanges at the same time. It made like a green candle from like 1 USD to 100 like instantly, and instantly dropped to 13. So it was completely impossible to buy. And I lost like 1.5k for free just because I completely faded on my only Twitch chatter that told me
Oh,
about Aptos 2 months ago. And we make some research on it. We are already trying to see if we get some spots for the community, because I don't know, there's a lot of hype around Aptos. I think most of the hype maybe it's because of the Solana drama as well. I don't know if the actual blockchain is gonna be so good as everyone is mentioned, but since Solana is like receiving a hit from Ethereum people, from crypto in general, I think that's why Aptos is like really hyped right now.
yeah, Aptos is like it's very controversial. A lot of people,
Yeah.
they like it, they don't, because it's it's VC backed, and
Mm.
at some point, I think it was November. That's when people can start selling off. VCs can start selling off the token, which could see a drop. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of crypto videos out there about Aptos and how it works, how it does 160,000 transactions per second.
Yeah.
We don't know if that's really true because it hasn't been tested yet.
Yeah,
So
that's the math.
um,
Yeah, I have heard.
that yeah, so the main thing for me is it's not really the blockchain, but it's this damn pixelated bear that is interesting to me the most more for
Yeah.
Aptos. so so yeah, I guess we'll see what we can do with these bra bears. See if we can connect with them.
Yeah. It could
But
be a really good hit if we could actually get the chance to mint the Bravers from Aptos.
yeah, let's see if we can try to get in contact with them. Now the other thing is Degen Sweepers. They made their case this week. They basically got hacked, and I don't know how it kind of did with the secondary market, but the last time I did check, they were around. It was like 19 sold. So
Yeah,
after this hack,
they dropped
let's
a little
see
bit.
where it went. They did.
Yeah. I think I saw them because Ryan mentioned he was really thinking of buying one just because of the drop they got. Like they hit really hard. I was like, I think I'm gonna buy a Degen Sweeper. What you guys think? And I was like, Ryan, I don't do plays 10 plus, so don't ask me. I'm not the right person to ask if you should make a 10 plus play. They are actually at 10 soul, I think, right now. So they dropped really hard.
Oh, they went offline for some reason. They
Yeah,
probably they probably went offline to deal with this hack. But
yeah. I'm checking it
man,
on Soul Sniper, and apparently they went back to 5 soul,
five
and
soul
they
what? Oh,
yeah they touched 5.7 soul, and they are back at 10. They probably had like two or three listed at that range of price, and they already got back to 10. But
yeah.
yeah, they received a really huge hit with this hacking thing.
Oh, really? Jesus Christ! At five soul, I mean, I'm actually tempted, but it's still kind of dangerous because I don't really see see a lot of things going on with Degen Swipper. But I'm sure they'll get back up to 10 soul with
No,
what
they are back
Zircon's
at
doing.
10. So they went back.
Oh,
They
they
went
are.
down to They went to 5.7 and instantly went up. Yeah. They're already back on 10. No.
What the hell?
Vision. Yeah, they are actually not showing on the Scalp Empire as well.
No, they're not.
No,
Uh, I can
maybe.
find out from here from. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna see on Black Box,
yeah,
actually in real time sniper, see if I can actually see what the price is here, because the same thing happened with Kikiverse. They
yeah,
oh crap, I'm on the wrong one. Let me see if I can connect here. Same thing happened with Kikiverse. It went down on Magic Eden,
yeah,
but I was able to buy Kikiverse on Soul Rarity. And we could probably try to find out what's happening here with Degen Sweepers. All right, let's see. I guess while we're waiting, we'll find out, see what's going on here. But yeah, the next thing
yeah.
right now we got going on is, let's see, we got Songen that's still coming out.
Oh yeah.
Do you got anything with Songen? Are you gonna mint it or?
Yeah. I'm actually The thing is, I'm really bullish on Songen, but lately projects are doing so bad. I'm really really a little bit scared that they don't do well just because of the market, because they are bringing things to the table. They deserve to sell out and do well on secondary, but I don't I don't know how to feel about any project launching this week. It's like
Yeah.
today we have like Good Vibrations, Experiments by Jersey, Acid Monkeys, like solid, decent projects, and they all did really bad, really bad. Good Vibrations just got like the sold out. They went like minting for 3 hours maybe, and sell out, and they went under mint price. Jersey had to cut the supply in half just because people weren't minting, and he didn't sell out yet. And as I think acid scientists with the raffle thing, they managed to sell out like the whole 10K collection, but they're like at one sold, so like 50% down, and everything's like terribly wrong. And any of the projects today did well. They all got a hit really really hard.
Man, is this? Man, that's crazy. Um, experiments. What else was there? You said
Acid Scientists by Acid Monkeys.
scientists. I didn't know Jersey actually cut his supply.
Yeah, he I think you can go to the launchpad and check. I think he didn't sell out yet, but you
Man,
can see they these acid scientists went for 1.8, and they are already at 1.2, so really really down. And the other one that minted today was Good Vibrations. That I had a really really good feeling on them. They managed to sell out the 9K supply collection, but I think they are under mint price as well. So not a single project today. The only one that did well was the Mike Tyson Iron Pigeons that was for free.
God dang it!
Yeah, Good
Man,
Vibrations is under mint price. They minted for 2, so they are under mint price as well. And they didn't even reveal yet. So that's the thing I'm worried on Songen.
yeah, yeah, you have a point there. Um, and they have such a great product with that sunken club.
Yeah.
That's why I really want this because I really want to use that sunken club website. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Yeah, I'm probably spelling it wrong. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's a nice site. Like I'll try to find it. But overall, this project they're building a lot of utility,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what's the price at 2 Sol? I think it
Yeah,
was.
I think it's 2 Sol.
Yeah, you're right. Probably too high. It'll probably be like a 1.2 somewhere there after mint.
Yeah, it's actually today nowadays it's really hard for a project of 2 Sol min price to actually do good on the market.
And then we see it time after time. Like we were talking about this last week. How 2 Sols is too high for this market, and projects were testing it last week with
Yeah.
other mints out there, and it seems like they're still going forward with it. So hopefully they take notice of this and lower the mint price. But
Yeah, yeah. Now
but yeah,
Songen, I've checked on Mercury, the Blocksmith whitelist manager, and it's going for 1.6 apparently. It's going
oh,
today for 1.6.
that's
So
actually that's not bad. That's not
no,
1.6
it's
is not
like
bad.
yeah, it's like I think it's more on the limit. Like I think
Yeah,
if you
I think
go
that's like the
like
threshold.
yeah, the threshold. If you go over 1.6,
Yeah.
you're playing with fire, as I like to say.
Yeah, well, that's I think right now that's probably
Yeah,
a good one right there. 1.5, 1.6 is right probably right now what
yeah,
a
yeah,
mint price could probably handle.
yeah. Unless you have a really really low supply, like I think 4x4, the one from Iron Paw, they minted for I think I know I cannot remember for how much they minted, but they minted really really expensive, and but they have a really low supply. I mean, if you it's hard, it's hard, you have to like to find the perfect balance between not a really high mint price and try to be as fair as possible with the supply, because as I said today on my stream, even if you make like, let's say you make a one soul collection, but if you make a 10K supply, maybe you will sell out. But after you sell out, there's not that much volume on secondary market as well. So even if you manage to sell out the collection, you are not going to be uh, too high over the min price just because of the volume. There's not much volume on Solana nowadays on the secondary market for high plays like 2 sol, 3 sol. So it's really really hard if you make a collection without huge supply to do well on secondary, even if you sell out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another good point right there, with these collections. So, more NFT projects are coming out, more
Yeah.
competition, more utility, low volume. It's just everything in combination with the bear market and the Federal Reserve raising rates. So, there you have it. Now, the next thing we have right now is
Oh.
SoDead. What the hell is going on? Last time we talked, this thing was like at 19 sol, 20 sol.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was like 28 sol. Now it's down to 9 sol. Is this a buy? is this the opportunity right now, or is this gonna keep going lower?
A friend once told me once that I do not have to try and catch a knife that is going down. And I think Soder is in that threshold that you don't know if it's gonna keep dropping or not. So I'm gonna see it from the side. I'm not gonna pick Soder, but I don't know, I actually don't know, because it's like they keep dropping. It's like where's the actual dip? What's the bottom? So that I thought maybe 12 after they reached like 40. Maybe 12 was like the really really bottom, and now they are 9, and I don't know what to, I don't know what to think about it. It's 9 the bottom. It's gonna be 7. Do they will drop to 5? I don't think they can't keep dropping much more. I think they can drop a little bit more, and they'll find the actual dip.
What is crazy is I just looked at this right now as far as the token holders.
Yeah.
People are adding on to it. These higher owners right here. There's +1, +6 the last 7 days. This guy added 4. This guy actually -2. But most of it has been additions than subtractions
Yeah.
on these high holders, these big holders. So that's kind of surprising to me. But yeah, there's a lot of patriots out there buying this floor, and yeah, I think I'm with you. I think this could probably still fall a little bit more. We are gonna see a support line at some point, whether
Yeah.
that be 9 sol or 10 sol or 12 sol. But am I gonna buy it? I think it's too dangerous for me to buy
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like I would rather, if I had 10 sol, I would rather buy something else. And for me, like
Yeah.
I'm
Probably.
more of like a tech NFT guy.
Yeah.
So which is like, buying a parrot, buying helions, buying ABC, but ABC you can't buy an ABC for 10 sol.
Yeah.
Or even buying magic eating ticket. Though boring place for me. That's just me. But
Yeah.
overall, the art, I never liked the art, but there's a lot of
Mm,
people that love this project. There's a lot of people that really love this
yeah. Yeah.
project, which is cool.
I like the
But
concept, the lore and all the stuff. I think they might like get into a little bull run once they drop the staking. I don't think they have the actual staking going on yet. That's why the coffins drop really hard as well. The coffins I think are at 4 sol. They were at 20 at some point, and I think the coffins are already like yeah, there you go. So there's coffins. No, that's not the actual coffins. Maybe just as coffins. There you go, coffin.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah, they are at 4 sol. They were when they first dropped, they were like at 20, but just because so they were hyped and people thought the staking was gonna be released soon, and they didn't announce anything on the staking. The key point on Sodet right now is the staking, because it will like give the whole collection, and all the assets and NFTs a reason. Now, for now, just purify. For example, purifying a SoDead is just because of the flex of having a expensive NFT, because you don't get any utility yet for the purified SoDead until the staking drops. That is gonna be attached with a liquidity pool token, so you are gonna make actual money, like like the gods on Dust protocol. So until they drop the staking, I don't see them like coming back up again.
Interesting. I'm gonna research on this more with this low price and
Yeah.
see what else there is around this project. And then yeah, I'll just go on from there. But yeah, any other things you want to talk about? Any upcoming NFTs or secondary plays out there, or just overall the market conditions?
No, the only thing I can talk about, I mean, today with the Iron Pigeons, for example, I found a really good opportunity of making some flips, swing trading a little bit, and make some profits out of it. Lately, it's been so dry with me. I bought one Sorcies at, I think, 3.2 Sol. I'll be holding it because it went really down with the whole market. I'm like 1 Sol down. Um, the thing is, if you really want to make profits right now, you have to stick to your plan, and try to not force many entries. I mean, I tried with Sources, it didn't do well. I'm gonna hold it. I don't hold things, but since I'm 1 Sol down, there's not much things I can do about it. I have to either hold it. Normally, I would sell it and flip with another NFT collection, but since the market is so dry, I cannot even flip it. So
Yeah.
I'll have to stick to it and hope for the best. And yeah, that's what I have to say to anyone listening. Just stick to your plan. If you see that you're not making money, just be patient. It's not about just buying for hype. I don't recommend entering with FOMO and hype, because most of the times you're gonna get wrecked by people selling that bought on whitelist or even cheaper than you. And that's what I have to say. Just stick to your plan and don't force entries. That way you at least are not gonna lose money. Maybe you are not making that much money, but you're not gonna lose that much money.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Sources overall is a good project. It's got some nice branding.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do well overall in the long term on what they're gonna do. So I'm actually can't wait to see what they're gonna do. Overall, I mean, again, nothing here is financial advice. It's really
Yeah,
just
of
our
course.
opinions on what we do and what we like. At the end, I mean, for me, like I would have to like the art, just one
Yeah.
addition to it, because like if I would, just like with SoDead, like that was one example. I was never a fan of the art. A lot of people like the art, but for me, I didn't. So like if it would have gone down, it would have just hurt more because I just never liked the art either.
Yeah.
So um, that's just one thing I always like to add in as well. But yeah, overall some good points, and that is all I have as well. I really don't got much as well for today, but overall, it was great talking to you, Zircon. And if there's any other comments out there, shout out to Zircon Cool, and shout out to Zircon Cool again. And it's got a
Yeah, I
lot of
think.
comments from you, my guy. Good stuff, good stuff. And overall, much love, guys. If you enjoyed this, make sure you like it, you subscribe, hit the bell for our next video, and let me know if you ever want to join this community live video as well. If you trade or if you invest in NFTs, we'll be happy to have you on as well. And that is all I have. So, peace.